What is up, my friends? It is Wednesday, and you are very welcome along to the Transfer News Roundup. We've gone through the media, finding stories linking Liverpool with players both in and out of the club. And what we're going to do is just bring the stories to you guys, ask you to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Most importantly, if you do enjoy the video, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're on the road to 250,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there before the Boston show in March. Your help will be very much appreciated. So look, let's start off with the Jordan Henderson situation. So it looks like he is going to get his move from Al Ettifaq over to Ajax. There's talk that he's going to have to take a 75% cut in his wages. He had a face-to-face meeting with the higher-ups at the club in Saudi, who, after meeting him, gave permission for the deal to go ahead. There's a few caveats to this one and a few interesting add-ons, if you'd like. One of them being that if certain conditions are met for his loan at Ajax, that it would be Jordan Henderson who has to pay some of these add-ons from his own pocket. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it's been reported by the likes of Ben Jacobs and a few other journalists that he'll have to fund some of this himself. Now, he is apparently on his way back to the UK to finalise his move before he heads over to join Ajax. It will be a loan, I believe, till the end of the campaign. There's talk that he'll only get 25% of his current salary, and I'm sure there's a few other bits and pieces that will come out. But the news has been kind of received with a bit of a mixed reception over in Ajax. There's some who are happy about it. There's some who are questioning the need for it or the cost of it for the club. But ultimately, we'll wait and see how this one pans out for Jordan as he, winds down his career and heads over to Ajax. So, some more stories coming today around Liverpool Football Club. The Boffins, if you want to call them that, at the CIES Football Observatory have crunched the numbers over the academies of clubs in Europe over the last 10 years and how much money they have generated. Liverpool have brought in about £171 million in sales of academy products over the last decade, which places them, I think, fifth in the Premier League table, but way down in the European table at about 20th position. Now, I don't know what to read in from this, but for me on the outside, thinking about it as 17.1 million a year on average over 10 years, doesn't seem too bad. But when you see the club at the very top of the list, which by the way is Benfica, they've earned a staggering £500 million over the last 10 years from their academy. So fair play to them, doing great work there and a lot of money being brought into the football club. I do want to talk about Mbappe, of course I do, I wanted to, and I've waited long enough, let's be honest, it's been 2.5 minutes now. So there was a report today that PSG have offered him a staggering 100 million a year, and we touched on this yesterday as well. But they say that Real Madrid are only willing to offer him a pittance, a measly 30 million quid a year. But a report coming out of Spain from Le Figaro and via Liverpool.com claims that Liverpool and Real Madrid are willing to pay a huge signing on fee alongside a colossal salary of about £30 million a year. The report says that Liverpool would comfortably make Mbappe the Reds' highest earner, with the French superstar reportedly pocketing a cool $735,000 or about £580,000 a week. And look, we were talking about this in our live stream earlier on today, and I get it. People come in and they go, Liverpool won't sign Mbappe, he's going to Madrid. Fine, no problem. If we can park that part to the side for 1 second and say that for some reason he doesn't go to Madrid, then the question is, can Liverpool afford Mbappe? And the short answer for people is going to be to jump in and go, no, of course we can't. But we can. We can do it. There are ways to do it. And we touched on this earlier on in the stream, and I'm just spitballing here. But look at the LeBron James situation with FSG. So he's an owner in FSG, but he used to be a part owner of Liverpool before they broadened their working relationship together, and he took some points in FSG. So who's to say that if John W. Henry really wants Kylian Mbappe in the brand of FSG, look at it this way. We know that LeBron and Kylian Mbappe have a connection. We know that Nike have a connection with both. We know that FSG have a connection with LeBron. We know that FSG are looking to buy a franchise of a basketball club for LeBron to figurehead with them. Who's to say they don't give Mbappe a taste? Who's to say Mbappe doesn't get a few points in FSG or one of these businesses as a little incentive? Because yes, he'll make a lot of money now wherever he goes, but you'll always want interest in the future. You'll always want things that when football finishes will keep you occupied and keep you excited. And we know how big a fan of basketball Kylian Mbappe is. So there are ways for this to happen, but you might need to get very creative about it. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know all these ways, because of course I don't. But I do know it's possible. And I do know that it can be afforded. And I do know, like we said before, that Mbappe and John W. Henry have had this line of communication for the last 5 or 6 years, and that Mbappe's family look fondly on Liverpool and on Jurgen Klopp. So, look, is Madrid going to happen? Potentially. But if it doesn't happen, we're at the table. And if you think otherwise, that's fair enough. But there are creative ways with Nike and others that Liverpool could pull this off somehow, as unlikely as it is. Roberto Firmino, a little bit on him. So apparently he's going to stay put. There's been talk of him maybe going on loan to Al Ettifaq or a few other clubs, but apparently for the moment he's going to stay put at Al Ahly. We've been linked with Douglas Luiz again, but at this crazy valuation that we spoke about. So it has been claimed by Football Insider that it would cost Liverpool a staggering £100 million if they followed up their interest in Aston Villa's Brazilian midfielder Douglas Luiz, which quite simply is just crazy money. I know Jermaine Pennant thinks that he's better than Declan Rice and can do everything Rice can do and more. I just don't see it, and I don't see value at £100 million, so I feel like it's a non-story really. I want to just draw your attention to the game of the weekend. So the referees and all we all know about. The referee's going to be Andy Madley, and he'll be accompanied by Harry Leonard and Nick Hopton. But the real worry for us Liverpool fans comes in the VAR hub, because guess who? Your favourite Baldy, and I don't mean me, is going to be in the VAR hub, and that is Mr. Paul Tierney. So, you know, make of that what you will, but Tierney's going to be in the VAR hub this weekend when we play Bournemouth. I know what I'm expecting. I don't know about you guys. More news coming out that apparently Al Ettifaq have their eyes on 2 Liverpool players with a move for the summer. But don't worry, it's Joe Matip and Thiago Alcantara, who are both currently set to be out of contract at Liverpool, and Liverpool, at least with Thiago, won't be offering him a contract extension as per reports over the last few days. So Al Ettifaq looking, according to Ben Jacobs, to bring in Joe Matip and Thiago Alcantara. And the final bit of news today isn't about a transfer, it's just a lot of people have been asking about Dominic Szoboszlai. He wasn't pictured in training photos, but it's always going to be close for this game against Bournemouth. And as far as we're aware, there is no new injury concerns with Szoboszlai. But he did say himself last week in Hungary that perhaps it's going to be one more game. It might be this game, but he said he doesn't want to come get injured trying to get back too quickly, and he wants to make sure he's 100% before he moves forward. And the very, very, very last thing, sorry to bring this up, is Jurgen Klopp said there are 3 clubs in world football that can do what they want. And I guess we want to know who you think those 3 clubs are. So do let us know in the comment section. I certainly know what 3 clubs I think he's talking about, but I don't want to taint your answer. So do let us know below in the commentary section what 3 clubs you think can spend whatever they want or do whatever they want in football. So that is it for the news roundup, my friends. We will see you tonight at 8:30, as always, for the late night agenda, where we will have even more transfer stories to talk about. We'll be asking, are Liverpool still in for Diamonde, because there are fresh reports to say that we are. We'll be talking about the centre-back search, asking, do we need a full-back to come in? And of course, there'll be some more Mbappe talk as well. So we'll see you guys at 8:30 tonight, same time, same place. And don't forget to check out our new Clips channel as well, Anfield Agenda Clips, which is flying over the past few days. We'd love you guys to give it a sub and check it out. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.